We started this series from the lowest level of understanding, and then we have upgraded to this level. And so if this is your first time watching this video, you would have to go back and start from the beginning to get a clear understanding of how we got here. Okay, so in this particular one, as I said in the previous video, we are going to do the arrangement in such a way that when we turn this switch here, it will set the whole system in auto. When it comes here, it is neutral. And then when it comes here, it sets the system to manual, where you would have to use this switch. When it turns left, it activates the main contactor. That is the contactor that connects the main supply to the load. And then when it comes to the middle, it's neutral. And then when it goes to the left, it manually activates the contactor that connects the generator supply to the load. All right, so the particular thing we are doing now in this wiring is that we are going to use push buttons, one to connect the main supply manually, and then another one to connect the generator power manually when we set this switch to manual mode. So we are going to use these two, one for main supply, one for generator. All right, so we will remove this one, and then you have to observe how the connection is going to be done. And in doing that, we'll do some small modification to the wiring we have here already. It is very likely that if you have not followed from the beginning, you would be confused. And so it is only advisable that you watch from the beginning and then you climb to where we are now. Okay, so in the first instance, the same switch is used to connect power to the generator. The same switch is also used to connect power or to switch on the main supply manually. And then if you want to switch off the system, the same switch is used to switch off the system. But now we are going to use push buttons. Okay, so it is this side that we give to the generator. So we are going to remove these wires from here and then connect them to the start push button that we are going to use now for the generator. So first, we remove the connection for the generator. Then here, there are also two terminals, one here and then one here. Okay, so this comes to one side, and then this also comes to one side. Okay, so now we are going to use this to start the generator manually when this switch is in manual mode. Okay, but you see that the moment I release the button, the generator contactor shoots up. So we would have to do a few connections to make it stable until we want to switch it off. But before then, let's also connect the push button for the main supply. So the same way, this one comes to this side. Then the outgoing, then this also comes here. So we have manual start for generator, manual start for main supply. But bear in mind that before this will work, this switch must be regulated to manual. All right, so at this point, I'll need an extra normally opened contact on both contactors. Already, we have one normally opened contact on this contactor at the bottom here, and then we have one also here. But you remember that I did a connection through that normally opened contact to the green lamp, the lamp that shows us whether the load is connected or not. At this point, I will remove that connection and then use that normally open for this start connection. All right. So I will say again that if you are now joining us, you would have to go back a little bit to get clearer understanding. Okay. So I'll remove this from here. We are not condemning that lamp, but I said earlier that we could have connected it directly from the output here. So that is exactly what I'm going to do now. And then I'll connect it directly to this point. It works just as the connection I have just removed. Then we do the same thing here, and that is because we are now going to use this normally open contact to wire the manual start buttons. And again, this connects here. All right, so it means that I will now take this from here because we are going to use it to wire the start push button, and then the output to the green lamp for the generator is directly taken from the output of the generator contactor. Good. So let's start with the generator side first. All we are going to do here is that we are going to take a loop. Okay, you see this wire that is coming from the selector to this terminal. We are going to take a connection from here to one side of the normally open contact on the generator contactor, and then we will take a connection from the output of the same normally open contact to the coil on the generator contactor. As simple as that. Okay, so I have to open it, and then we add this connection. Then we tighten it back. And then we take that to this side of the normally opened contact on the generator contactor, and then we tighten it. Then we take the next connection from the other side here, and then we send it to the coil of the generator. But for easy access, there is a connection here already that is also going to the coil of the generator contactor. So we can simply do that connection here. Okay, so we are done with the generator side. So now let's complete the main supply side. It is the same thing that we are going to do. So we take a loop from the connection here, and then just as we did for the generator, it will have to pass through this normally open contact at the bottom here before it goes to the coil. All right, so soon we are done with the wiring of the push buttons. So now this is going to help us to start the generator manually. You just press a knob, and then the generator contactor closes to connect the generator supply to the load. And then when the supply is available, and then we want the main supply to connect to the load manually, you have to set this switch first to manual, and then you press this button which will control this contactor to close. Okay, if it is properly done, there should be indications to show that this is a switch button for the generator supply, and then this is the switch button for the main supply to the load. Okay, but here we already know that this is controlling the generator supply to the load. So because we want the generator to power the load, and we have set this to manual, you just press this, and then as you can see, green shows that the generator contactor is supplying power to the load. Okay, and so the system has been interlocked in such a way that if this one is working, if you press this one, it will not work. And that is how it should be. So if generator is working, there is no way the main contactor should work. The generator is off. The generator contactor has deactivated now. So now we can manually switch on the contactor for the main supply. So now main supply is on. As you can see, the red light is on. And then this one is in manual. All right, so here we go. And then the main contactor is now giving supply output to the load, as the green light confirms here. All right, so this is how to use push buttons to manually connect either the generator supply or the main supply to the load in case the automatic system fails, because any of these devices can fail at any time. And so as you wait for a repair, you should be able to use your system manually until the control circuit is restored. All right, so I will end this particular episode here, and then I'll continue in the next video. In case you are following the steps and you have any difficulty, you can reach out to me on the contacts below for assistance. Thank you very much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe in case this is your first time. All right, so before I go off, I would have to say that yet again, there are other things that we can still add to this circuit. And so in the next video, we will be adding an emergency stop in the control circuit. So in the next video, we will be learning how to connect an emergency stop in this control arrangement that we have made. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.